guys, Jill here, and I'm a bit behind on my share videos. I'm way behind. But I wanted to show you this album that I made for my really great friend Char, and I was getting ready to package it up, and I wanted to take a minute to kind of walk you through it. It's very similar to the one that I made for my parents' 50th wedding anniversary in June, and I did a very quick flip through of that one. But this one I waited to make her for Christmas, and I added a lot more decorations to this one because she is a crafter. And with my parents' album I left it very plain so my mom and I can sit down and add a bunch of pictures to it. And this one, it's, Char's going to add pictures. And sorry, the cats have decided, of course, that I'm talking to them. Okay, so on the front, this is one of those puffy flowers, and then I have some of my favorite flowers, oh my gosh, leaves, and I use the new cracked pistachio and some tea dye color on there from Distress line, some lace and some flat back pearls. The spine itself is some paper I've had in my stash forever. It's kind of like a mulberry paper, and I just ran some tea dye over it. And then the cover is black chipboard that I got from Joann's. They have a really nice one by Graphics. It's the medium weight. And then all of the papers in here are from the Tim Holtz Menagerie. And then there's just a little bit of, man, that newest line added in there. Sorry, the garden one. Okay, anyway, the design of this book is not mine. This is from So Much Scrap, and I'm going to put a link below to her video, which also links you over to her Etsy shop, where you can buy the pattern for $10. And the binding that I use is Kathy Orta's, I'll think of it. I'm sorry. I'm at a loss for words apparently today. But it's her binding method. And so anyway, she calls this the 8x8 Magnolia Way album, and she names her albums based on the paper that she used. But that's what this one's called. Okay, so here's when you open it, and the spine's a little new here, so it's going to make some noises, and I'm going to be pretty brief on the actual embellishments, but this book uses magnets to hold everything together. And when I gave out the Christmas books I made, I don't think I showed those. I might show, yeah, I'll have to show you the one that I made. I made her 6x6 romance novel books for Christmas gifts, and the main thing that people mentioned was those magnets. I use those basic ray magnets, as does, I'm sorry, I can't think of her name, and it just looks so professional. So this one has a multitude of pages, and yes, these are upside down, but she's going to have to forgive me for that. And then this page is a flap, and then there's tags in here. And I did a different lace on each one of them. I was so proud of myself. I got into my hoard that I have had forever. These are those laces that were on sale, the sticky ones at Michael's for 79 cents. And I used up a whole bunch of them. This is a Hobby Lobby lace. These are petaloo flowers. And then I got into some of my die cuts. And some random ephemera that I had around. And then I also used up a bunch of die cuts. This is that same paper I have on the spine. And then every single page has a big, huge photo mat in it. And I used that Stampin' Up! Punch that was discontinued that they really should bring back. And again, some punches here. And then this page is really cool. This might be my favorite because it pulls out, and I'm sorry we're limited by my space here, but see, isn't that cool? And it has a little height to it. And this is that nice thick seam binding. I bought this from Natasha quite some time ago. She had gotten those big spools of it. And then I was letting her know that the top of this is open so she can slip something into it. And this is the Tim Holtz book plate, and it's grunge paper. And I just used a bunch of the paints on it. Again, a butterfly from my stash, just like that fleur-de-lis over there. And this opens with magnets. And I just thought this was a great way to highlight the paper. And two of these books, I used a 12 by 12 paper pack and two of the 8 by 8 ones. And I'm not going to show you each of those center ones. And then here, again, the Petaloo flowers, the Spellbinder dies. This also a Spellbinder die. Some of the ephemera, again, I believe this is K & Company. And some of that K & Company ephemera on those tags. And they slip into this belly band. And then this one, she has a hair tie closure, and I just opted to just put the button there. A doily from Christmas time. Actually, Terry, Paper Lover, gave me that. An Anna Griffin one. This is the Tim Holtz one, and I use the, excuse me, hold on, I'm sorry. The burlap paper. And then there's a pocket. I need to put a tag in there. I haven't finished this book, have I? And then here, Tim Holtz game spinner and compass piece. And then this pulls aside to open this. And at first it does look upside down, but it's not. Scared myself there again, thinking I did too. And then again, more tags, more lace. And again, I had fun going through and finding all that different lace. This one unties, and I believe it did more, yeah. So it comes out to 3 pieces here, and I'm just going to try not to get that too tangled. This is a flower that I made, and look, I went for the tags and I put story on each side. Silly me. This is, again, just a scrap of grunge paper, those same colors. And then those pockets again, another piece of lace and the magnetic. This is, again, grunge paper, some tickets. One of those doily pieces that Terry gave me. A button, and that's truly a vintage button from my grandma's stash. And this I had tucked away. And then these waterfall, and she had a closure on hers, but I didn't add one. And then down here is one of the Tim Holtz larger tickets. Anna Griffin cut out one of the little mover and shaper Tim Holtz dies, a tiny paper clip. And the same type, they're all a little bit different, but the same type of pocket. And then again, that little bit of lace again. I thought the blue kind of tied in well. Hold on, I need to remove a cat. Same one. Okay, and then here we are with the Petaloo flowers again. And this is what I'm calling an ephemera piece. There were some journaling spots. And again, some of that K & Company ephemera down in here. That's a Tim Holtz little file divider, as well as the little glassine pocket. And this one opens up here, as well as here. And it's supposed to have another little hinge. And I don't know what I did. I just attached the brad, so she'll understand. And then another Petaloo flower and a spellbinder. And then this one opens that direction. And was there a down? I think there was supposed to be a down on this one. But I just did those again. And So that closes, and then here's the back page. And I kind of brought out the reds on this page, and I used that Tim Holtz, I think this is the trellis. It's called something else, and I had fun. I used some cork in here. Those are really fun, those dies. The ones that you can just cut out a whole bunch of different pieces and kind of shove them back in different ways. So there you have it. That's her book. I was thrilled with how it turned out, but I will say this was, you know, a time-consuming project. But if you're looking for something really, really special, this is it. Because I made one for my parents, obviously, and one for my best friend, Char, and they're just quite a statement. So I'm going to put the link again to her video so you can see how she did hers, and that links you over to her Etsy shop, and her directions are amazing. She gives you every measurement, every placement of the embellishments if you want. So please do check her out, and thanks for stopping by, and have a great day.